Hello, everyone. This is Rishi Kumar. We just actually wrapped our first neighborhood safety meeting. What it takes to roll out a neighborhood safety watch. This is Saturday, April 3rd, and we had about 25 people who showed up at this meeting. And we actually walked through the process of what it takes to establish a neighborhood safety watch. Many of you might have seen a sign as you're driving around in Saratoga. This neighborhood is under a safety watch. What exactly does that mean? So, what it means is the neighborhood has taken the time to establish a neighborhood safety watch program. And so today, what we were doing was walking through the process of what it takes to establish a program like that. Now, so what is the process? So essentially, what we need to do to create a neighborhood safety watch, it's a framework, it's a process, and you need to have a neighborhood safety watch coordinator in your neighborhood who is now in charge of running through building the framework and roll out this neighborhood safety watch. And then you also need to sign up block captains. Block captains are your own neighbors, and they actually take charge where they are in charge of a particular zone. And what is a zone? A neighborhood safety zone. Neighborhood safety zone is based upon how your neighborhood is structured. It's based upon homes that are visible to each other. And what you do is you create a zone for that particular area. So in a neighborhood, you might have 10, 12 homes, depending on how your neighborhood is structured, between 5 and 8 homes in each zone, and each zone has a block captain. And so in a neighborhood, you could have potentially 10 block captains that are now working with the neighborhood safety watch coordinator to run through the neighborhood safety watch program. And which means informing the neighborhood in terms of what's going on, the basic structure of how you will implement this neighborhood safety watch. And it ultimately culminates in a neighborhood meeting where you invite all the neighbors who show up and you talk about the logistics of the program, the framework, and all the different components, the block captains in charge, the neighborhood safety coordinators, and a sheriff's department representative is also there at this meeting. And once they validate that this program is well established, they actually authorize your neighborhood to put up a neighborhood safety watch sign. And that is only the first step. So will the neighborhood safety watch sign prevent people from coming into your neighborhood and breaking into home? Not quite. But it actually becomes a deterrent because now when thieves are stalking neighborhoods, they are actually, when they see the sign, it dawns upon them. When they see the sign, they realize that this neighborhood is a little bit united, where they know each other and they are keeping an eye on each other's property, right? So it's a step in the right direction. And what it does more than anything else is it unifies the neighborhood. It brings people together. You get to know each other. You get to meet each other, and it becomes a safer neighborhood compared to when you did not know each other, when you did not have a neighborhood safety watch. So that's the beauty of a neighborhood safety watch. If you don't have one in your neighborhood, I would highly recommend having one. And so today what we did was we walked through the process of what it takes to roll out the neighborhood safety watch program. And the videos and the presentation will be uploaded to a website. It's actually a Facebook group. It's the facebook.com/groups/safe Saratoga, Safe Saratoga. So it's a citizens forum. We'll be uploading the videos and presentation from today at this Facebook group, and you can actually go and check it out. It provides you the gory details of what it takes to launch a neighborhood safety watch in your neighborhood. So, uh, neighborhood safety is definitely a challenge. So, neighborhood safety is definitely a challenge in our community. In 2013, we were the safest city in California. And in 2014, we were number 2 in California. So we have a pretty good safety rating in communities that have a population of greater than 20,000, right? So we have a pretty good safety rating. But last year, we had at least 79 incidences of home break ins that happened in 2014. And in 2013, we had 72 incidences. But if you look at the average, it's about 69 incidences over the last 10 years, 69 incidences a year. So is it spiking? I don't think so. It's really spiking. That's the norm. And in fact, I think when we compare Saratoga to some of the other communities, it's probably a lot less, right? But what we have to do is we have to be vigilant. We have to see how we can safeguard our own community, our own neighborhood, by taking certain steps, by putting certain deterrents in place, right? Deterrents could be like putting up video cameras, monitoring your own neighborhood, creating a neighborhood safety watch, putting up a sign, beware of the dog, no solicitation. Little things like that are very helpful. And we have a link at the Safe Saratoga group on Facebook where you can actually read some of the safety tips and hints, what it takes to safeguard your own neighborhood, your own home. You know, it's when you plant those deterrents in place, it makes it easier for these thieves who are targeting neighborhoods to say, well, this home is probably not a good home to target. I'm going to move on and find out a different home which does not have a camera outside, which does not have an alarm monitoring system, a sign outside that says that this home has been monitored. Little things like that. They become deterrents, and these thieves will end up going to a different neighborhood. That's really what we want. There is a lot of opportunity for us to empower the safety within our own neighborhoods, and perhaps the step in the right direction is to start formulating a neighborhood safety watch. So we had a neighborhood team that actually showed up today. We walked through the process of what it takes to establish a safety watch program, and they will go through the gyrations of getting through, ultimately putting up a sign. And what it does is it galvanizes the neighborhood together. They start collaborating, they start talking to each other, and they start initiating block parties. The block parties are a very good thing to have because when you have a block party, it's actually bringing the community together, bringing your neighborhood together. They're interacting on a fairly frequent basis, on an annual basis, and it rejuvenates the neighborhood safety watch that you have because there are block captains who will end up leaving. So you have to go in and rope in new block captains and get them involved with the neighborhood safety watch program. So that's how you can continue to keep your neighborhood together and also highlight some of the challenges, break-ins, things like that that are happening in the community. Because being informed is half the battle. Because when you are informed, you can go out and take proactive steps in terms of addressing some of the challenges that you have. So we do have there are a couple dates that I would like you to save. Our city of Saratoga is very proactive with neighborhood safety. So on May 9th, yeah, paper. 9th and June, May 13th and June 9th.